Video, I want to talk about striking the balance between travel and enjoying your life while also working towards the future. It's something I think about all the time. I'm 28 years old and I have that internal struggle a lot. Do I keep working, keep saving, keep grinding it out, keep hustling in my 20s and onto my 30s and save it for a day later on in the future where I can enjoy life? Or do I enjoy life right now? That is the challenge that I'm always thinking about because it's a sober thought to realize that as you get older, your body continuously breaks down. And so I'm never going to be as young as I am right now. And I'm never going to have these opportunities of health and flexibility and movement like I am having right now at 28 years old. So I've been thinking about this, and I said, you know what, let me turn on the camera and talk about it a little bit because I know a lot of you guys are struggling with this dilemma as well. Do we work right now and just grind it out in our 20s and 30s, save it for a later day, or do we just travel and enjoy life right now and not really worry about it? That's a problem that we all have. So I want to share with you guys kind of what I did. So I'm 28 now, like I said, but when I first started working, I was about like 20 years old. For the first 2 years out of high school, I pretty much just toiled. I worked various odd jobs and never could get anything to stick. Eventually, I moved out of my home state of California to Texas, and I found a steady job that was pretty good pay. Wasn't necessarily the highest skilled job, but it was good pay. It was very decent pay for my experiences, for my background. And so I went to work for the next 5 years with little to no vacations at all. I just worked and saved and started investing for those 5 years. So from 20 to 25, all I did was work and save and invest. That proved to be very beneficial because I started getting into different real estate investments, buying and selling houses, and eventually I got into owning an RV park. But I always knew in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, this is great. I'm working, I'm investing, I'm growing my portfolio. My future self is gonna be very stoked on that. But I really need to also enjoy life because I'm a very curious person about the world. I love learning about new places around the world, and I'm just curious. Like I can't sit there and not know what's going on in other places around this world while we have this short life on Earth. So I knew in the future, like, I need to go travel and I need to go see stuff. Like, my future self would be so bummed out if I didn't see anything in my life. So with that being said, I structured a deal with my partner. And this was kind of like a strategic deal because I knew, like I said, I'm going to want to travel in the future. So what I did was I invested passively. So kind of, it's called angel investing, but essentially, like, I started the RV park with my friend, but the deal was, I put up the money, he puts in all the time, effort, and energy, and we split the profits. But I don't need to be there presently at the property. Like, I can be anywhere. I don't need to oversee it or manage it or anything. But in exchange, I'll give up half of the profits. And it's proven to be very lucrative. And that was one of the better decisions I think that I made in my youth, was giving up a little bit of profit in exchange for full freedom and flexibility. That way, I can still travel while investing and growing my portfolio. So it's proven to be a good path for me because now I'm 28, and for the last few years, me and my wife have just traveled all around the world. I went to Asia, I went to Latin America, I went to Europe, and I'm hoping to continue to travel. But I've been able to do that while still growing my net worth, while still growing my portfolio. And it was because I did this kind of angel investing type of deal that I've been able to keep it growing while still enjoying the moment and still investing in travel and in experiences. And that's a struggle that I know a lot of people are going through. And I think about it a lot because there's two sides of the coin. Like, you want to travel and you want to live life right now. But I've met people that are in the hospitality industry that are like 60 years old. And let me tell you, they've got some great travel stories. but they're still working a low income job, like still kind of clinging on to that income. They don't have any resources, no portfolio that was built. And that scares me. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to like not have anything. But at the same time, I've seen people that are wealthy. They're in their 50s, 60s, 70s. They've got a lot of stuff, but they have no experiences. They have no memories. Like they never went anywhere. They always were consumed with money. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that either. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. Like I want to work towards my future and grow it and grow my financial freedom. That way I don't have to be like that 60-year-old working in the hospitality industry. But at the same time, you have to kind of ask yourself, like, what am I saving for? Like, what is the point of all this? Like, I could die tomorrow. Like, I could save up a huge nest egg for years and years and years, for decades, only to one day just, take a wrong turn somewhere and get hit by a car or whatever it is, and all of that's gone. Or even you lose a loved one, and maybe you had plans in the future with that loved one, and now the loved one's gone, and you have all this money, and you're just bummed out. And so I'm kind of trying to strike the balance with all this. But something that's really helped me has been kind of just passively investing in real estate while still being able to travel. But I think about it a lot, and I don't really have the answer necessarily for it, but I'm thinking that really striking the balance, doing a little bit of both at the same time if you can, is really, I think, the key, because I think both are important. You want to work towards your future, especially while you're young and you have energy. Now is the time to grind and hustle and work hard. But at the same time, doing amazing hikes or traveling with a backpack across Europe or Asia or stuff like that, you're not going to be able, it's not going to be the same when you're like 65. You're not going to enjoy it the same. I think if you can find online work, that'll definitely open the world to you, or if you could find some kind of passive investment to be able to keep it growing while you travel and you invest in experiences, I think that's great. But it's really not, it's not easy. It's not something that you're going to be able to figure out. You're going to always be challenging with it. You're always going to be battling with it, I think. And so I'm in my journey, and now I'm saying, you know what? I'm kind of leaning, honestly, towards more of like travel and experience, because I'm kind of realizing, like, okay, you're saving up all this money. That's great. You're working, you're building your portfolio. That's all great. But for what? Like, for what? What are you doing it for? For comfortability, or for like luxury, or what is the point of it all? You have to really kind of ask yourself that. And so for me, I'm kind of taking more of a step back now. I'm trying not to be as stingy with my money. And I'm realizing that if I spend money and I really enjoy that experience, it's not wasted money. It's something good for me. I'm going to remember it. I think those memories and those experiences are well worth it, because if you buy yourself luxury, that's great for a short time, but you're going to easily forget about it. But memories and experiences, you're never going to forget about those. So I want to share my mindset on this, kind of striking the balance between travel and investing. I'm trying my best to balance it. I don't have all the answers, but I've been doing, kind of this passive investing, and it's been working for me. And I still work a job, and I save up like in 4, 5, 6 months, and then I go travel for 3 months, 4 months, and it's been working out for me. I'm really liking it, and I'm trying to do more of it, but I'm trying to find that balance. 28, and I'm really liking traveling and experiencing new things around the world, new cultures. So that's my mindset, guys. Thanks so much for watching.